HQTs. Now, when the weather is this warm, us Brits love nothing more than a nice vanilla ice cream, a 99 flake, and ice cream float. But alas, some retailers are taking vanilla off the menu. The price of the spice has gone up 500% in the last 2 years, and now it costs more than silver. Believe it or not, it's true. So sharpen your teeth, because we've got 12 silver scoops coming your way. I'm Sharon Carpenter, your guide to the gold, and this is HQ Trivia, where you use your brain to make it rain. The rules to play are simple. I'm going to ask you a series of questions from easy to hard. You've got 10 seconds to tap the answer. If you get it correct, you move on. Answer all 12 right and you win, or you split the cash. And today we're giving away an ice lolly-popping £550. That's enough to buy you some of that vanilla after all. Rent an ice cream van for $250 if you're nearest and dearest, or snag a gym membership to sweat it all off again. But before you twerk it, you've got to work it. So here we go with Q1. Which of these 8-letter words contains 4 G's? Giggling, grinning, gabbling. Maybe you're doing all 3 of these at once right now, but you better count quickly. You likely won't be grinning much longer if you picked it, because it's only got 2 G's. The only one with a proper 4G signal here is giggling. Of course, giggling, your winning answer. 170,000 of you are the real OGs in this game so far. It may have won this round, but giggling will never win you any points in Scrabble. There are only 3 G tiles in the game, unfortunately. Q2, what fishy nickname did Twitter give to the symbol it used to indicate an outage? Clark the snarky shark, fail whale, lucky guppy. Used to hate seeing this symbol when I was trying to post something. Unlucky guppies, we are looking for something considerably bigger here. Having a fail of a time. It's the fail whale. 111,000 of you succeeding here. We lost about 50,000 of you though. Wow, already on Q2. More or less discontinued in 2013, the rare symbol shows an optimistic whale being lifted out of the water by a flock of orange birds. Okay, it's shout out time, players. Hello to Mondeo Man, to Dan FO2 and Sam Court. Hi to the Cow Door Committee, the Elucidat Dev Team, and to Ben, Doody, Xhav, and Emily playing games in between exams. Also, a very happy birthday to Tommy Orton. Enjoy your pint. And good luck to all of you players. Moving on to Q3. The TV series Narcos is mainly set in which country? Canada, Spain, Colombia. A binge-worthy show right here. It would certainly explain why they're a little too happy up there, but the cocaine-centric show isn't based in Canada. Snorting about south of the border is Colombia. For the win, 102,000 of you moving across the border to the next round. Mostly filmed there, the Netflix show is based on the story of arch-criminal Pablo Escobar. Q4, on average, whose feet stop growing first? Girls, boys, same age. Are your feet still growing? It's a good old battle of the sexes here for Q4. But who settles on a shoe size first, spending more time growing up here than down there, is girls. Girls for the win. Girls run the world. 74,046 of you running this game here on Q4. Girls' feet reach full adult size around the age of 14, but we still somehow manage to buy shoes that don't fit us, like the ones I'm wearing right now. Q5, what type of food is a Manx codlin? Potato, fish stew, apple? Well, I know a Manx is a type of cat, so I'm a little concerned about this one. The Isle of Man may have a wonky idea of paying tax, but even they agree that fish stew doesn't grow on trees. The fruit that's built to fall, it's a type of apple. Apple, your winning answer on this savage question here on Q5. 55,000 of you gone just like that. 15,586 of you took a juicy bite of the apple. Manx codlin apples can be eaten raw, but they really come into their own as cider. Some of you might need a glass of that right now. Q6, which of these is a noted property of the element rhenium? Flexibility, magnetism, heat resistance. What do you know about rhenium? Fingers crossed a lot. Shunned by both the Avengers and the Justice League, rhenium is remarkably chilled about it. That's because the element is super heat resistant. And that was a toughie, but 7,631 of you are turning up the heat here on Q6. The silvery white metal has one of the highest melting points of all elements, exceeded by only tungsten and carbon. Yes, it's true. Q7, whose 33-year-old UK men's marathon record did Mo Farah eventually break. Steve Jones, Steve Ovett, Steve Cram. Not my brother, Steve Carpenter. It's another Steve. 3 speedy Steves, but who had the record-setting stamina? The superhuman it took a Mobot to beat. It was Steve Jones. Jones for the win. On another savage question. Another savage one here. Close to 5,000 of you gone. 2,659 of you jonesing for more trivia. Now, Cram and Ovett were both well-known middle-distance runners, but it was Jones who set the marathon record in 1985. Q8, the DJ act Stanton Warriors took its name from which of the following? An 80s board game, a lyric in a Clash song, a manhole cover. The Stanton Warriors. They burst onto the scene in 2001 with the Stanton Sessions, but where did their name spring from? Keeping the waterworks hidden. It was the anticlimactic manhole cover. That's where they get their name from. And this was a toughie, a brutal question. 963 of you still covered in the game. From pavement fodder to the soundtrack of all the parties, it's been a good 15 years for the Warriors. Q9, the first film drama about the sinking of the Titanic, was released in which year? 1912, 1932, 1953. I like the one with Jack and Rose. There's Too Soon, and then there's releasing it the same year the ship sank. Hollywood sinking to a new low. It showed up in 1912. Can you believe that? 268 of you can. You're still afloat. Saved from the Titanic came out just 29 days after the tragedy. It starred Titanic surviving actress Dorothy Gibson. Q10, which of these figures has a type of optical illusion named after them? Morgan Le Fay, Perseus, White Queen. That's when you know you made it, when you have an optical illusion named after you, and you're not real in the first place. There are many white queens in literature, but none of them have an illusion named after them. The Arthurian sorceress herself, Morgan Le Fay, is the answer we are looking for here. 126 of you got that right. A Fata Morgana is an unusual and complex mirage, bent light creating bizarre shapes just above the horizon. Q11, which artist owns the rights to the world's darkest color? Damien Hirst, Anish Kapoor, Ai Weiwei. And I thought that was black, which we all use. Putting a cow in formaldehyde is pretty dark, but even Hearst has been outgothed on this one, owning the exclusive rights to Vanta Black. It's Turner Prize winner Anish Kapoor for the win here on Q11. 136 of you nailed that one. Lighten up, guys, because we are moving on to the final round. 136 players left in the game. £550 sterling up for grabs. Who is about to take home this win? Good luck to all of you. Q12. Which US politician launched a smartphone app based on a game devised by a former British leader? Donald Rumsfeld, Al Gore, Rudy Giuliani. What feels good to you, players? Tap it well. Yep, Churchill Solitaire was brought into the 21st century by a US politician. Gore invented the internet, but would he fill it with a one-player card game? The former defense secretary creating his own distractions here is Donald Rumsfeld for the win. We have 73 winners, my lovelies. Congratulations to our 73 winners tonight. Well done. You are taking home £7.53. We've got Joshua and our nice trainers right there. Zen is best. Big eyes and cool hairstyle. We've got Wilf, DeBias, with some headphones on there. What are you listening to, Wilf? Arthur, Diabase, that looks like me or half of me right there in your Avi. And a bunch of other winners as well. Congratulations to all of you. You need to get yourselves, if you're over the age, some Manx cider to celebrate. Buy the rights to some made-up colour. Get some of that vanilla ice cream before it runs out. What a ride, HQTs. You came, you played, you slayed. As always, you can find me on the socials. Right here, request your shout-outs or just stop by and say hi. And we've got more cash coming your way tomorrow. Join us at 3 p.m. for another chance to snag 550 big ones. That's right. Until then, have a great night. I'll see you then. Bye.